first thing that I want to do is go back to my last month's budget and see what we did well, what I liked, and what I didn't like. And so I'm gonna grade myself with a B. I think I had a pretty decent month as far as like my budget and stuff. There was some spending that I think I could have did better on, but for the most part I feel like I did pretty well. So what areas did I do well in? Bills on time. I also contacted like some of my creditors, sorry you guys, to get an understanding of kind of what was going on. So that was really good for me, and try to, you know, like talk to them. And then what areas that I struggle with was just mostly just spending. And this was like my Starbucks cups, which I really didn't have to have, but I wanted to, and so I kind of went on a rampage. And even though I bought some for like other people, I still feel like I could have did better in this area. How can I spend less? You have enough cups. Now another area, so I put spending, and then I also need to put like stickers in AliExpress, and I just need to do a better job at not doing that. But the stickers and stuff was necessary because I was trying to support some other shops and things like that, and I think that's important. So I just want to know, I kind of struggled with that for the most part, just like trying to not overspend but spend a little. So I'm gonna see how I can make that shake this particular month. So I kind of spent my personal care budget on like buying stickers and stuff from AliExpress. Anyway, telling myself I have enough cups, using kits I already own because that's important, and no Ali, stay off of AliExpress. All right, and how can I save more? Literally, I think I'm doing a great job at savings, so I'm just going to continue saving intentionally and secretly. And I put that because this is where Digit comes in. If I haven't talked to you guys about Digit, I love the Digit app. Let me see if I can pull up the Digit app real quick. All right, so this is what it looks like in regards to how much I've saved for everything. So my rainy day fund has $15.46. I have $100 in my gift fund and $3.94 in my travel fund, and then I also have $1,159.31 in my credit card fund. So this is actually money that's just been saving that I kind of haven't been really paying attention to. I mean, I pay attention to it, but it's like small amounts that they're taking every day out of my account and putting it over here. So technically I have a fully stocked emergency fund, which I already had one, but I definitely can just use this as my rainy day fund now and account that for other stuff. So yeah, I just thought I'd show you guys how the Digit app works. It's really cool, and I think I've been saving this since January. So this is since January. It's not like it just happened overnight, but yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it. Right, so let's get into this month's budget. So month number two, let's write down all of our bills and what we have coming up. And I always have to do this, you guys, don't judge me. Alright, so we've written down all of our bills that are going to be due for this month, and I really like this because it shows you like everything you have to pay. And so when you get done, like for instance, I already know that my rent is paid, so I'm just going to go ahead and check that off and get that done and over with, and then I can go back and just kind of reflect on what I've already paid. Alright, so next up we have our monthly here. I'm going to go ahead and get this set up, and then I'll come back. All right, so the first thing I want to do is put down my paydays. I like to know when I'm getting paid, okay? That's the first thing we need to make shake. So let's put down our payday stickers. So we know we usually get paid on the 30th, so this actually fell on there. I'm gonna go ahead and mark it because we need to know what paycheck was covering what. And then we get paid on the 15th, which is a Monday, so we'll actually get paid on that day. I don't know why I'm struggling to stick these down today. And then we also have another paycheck coming on the 30th, which is a Tuesday, so we'll actually get paid on that Tuesday. All right, and then we have some other paychecks days that I have coming in. So these are like my smaller ones. Well, not my smaller ones, but like my business ones. They kind of all fluctuate and come in at the same time. So this is a YouTube paycheck day, and then all of these days are from my shop. This day also includes like my affiliate. I have some affiliate stuff coming out on those days, so I may have those as well. Okay, so now we have that done. We can go in and start working on our bills that we have. Can you pay my bills? Can you pay my telephone bills? Pay my automobiles? Then maybe we can chill. I don't think you do. So okay, that was so random, but anyway, so we're gonna use her bill pay stickers. I really like these a whole lot. So all I do is just stick them down where I want them to be. Now you can write on them before you actually stick them down, so that is another thing. If you were going to like write out your bills instead of using the icon stickers that I have, you can definitely just write on the little thing. But because I don't do that, yeah, so it's a whole thing. Okay, so we have our rent here, and then we have our insurance. So both of those are gonna fall right there. So I'm just gonna put rent and then insurance over here. So all right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put all the rest of my bills in, and then I'll come back and we'll talk about it. All right, so now that we have all of our bills listed down, this gives us a really good idea of how long we have to make things shake, right? So I get paid on the 1st, so this shows me all of the bills that I have coming up through my next paycheck to make sure I can make it to here. So this is how long I would have to make it if there was any issues. So I would need to go through and see exactly what's going on. So this just gives me a really good view of all of the things. So I believe on the 21st is Father's Day, so we just want to put that down so we remember that this is Father's Day. So this is Father's Day, so that's something coming up in June that I'll have to plan for. So over here in our notes, we have birthdays. Actually, we do have birthdays. I was gonna say we don't have any birthdays. We're gonna have Father's Day. All right, so that lets me know right away. I'm automatically gonna have to get so Father's Day people, I need to list those out. Take a quick break. Okay, you guys, if you didn't know, it's like really early in the morning, so I'm trying to get this up into you guys in the morning time. All right, so those are our notes for this time. Those are what we have going on. Birthdays, events coming up. You guys know things still aren't like really going on. So oh shoot, don't kill me, Keenan. I'm sitting here looking. Let me tell y'all, this is what I was going off of. I'm sitting here looking right at her birthday. So that's definitely one, but I think that's why, because I already got her gift, so I'm not even tripping about that. I need to make sure I like highlight that or something because I wrote that too close. I had a R&B only event I was supposed to go to on the 27th, but I don't think I'm gonna go, but I'm gonna put that on there just in case, because I did buy the tickets long ago. It was supposed to be happening back in April, and they actually changed it to June, so let me put that on here. R&B only, and this is June 27th. In the event that I decide to go, at least it'll already be on there. But yeah. I don't really think I'm going to end up going, but if I don't know, that may cost some money because I've already bought the tickets, but I probably would need like an outfit. I don't know, I already have an outfit, so maybe not. I think that's it for everything. Who was Harry? Okay. I don't know why I'm having a brain fart. All right, so we've written everything down, and like I said, we can see where our money is going to be going. So now let's just, this is my like visual reminder of where things are going, and you can come in and write the dollar amounts as you want to. I usually come back in after I've written them down over on the other side and write them, so it's just your preference. But yeah, I like listing these over here, and any particular like notes or anything that you would have, like I'm looking for a home, so I am still looking for, you know, affordable homes. So I do want to put my credit score over here, so let's list that down here at the bottom. Wish I wrote smaller sometimes. So we'll put my credit score down there so we can just see that right off the bat, like what we started off with in June. All right, so now let's get into our monthly budget. Let's go ahead and write in everything that we think or know that we have coming in. All right, so I did get a little bit of a bump. We put a little bump in it, an increase, and I'm not mad at it. So we're gonna have our paychecks here and paycheck number 2. All right, so we're gonna budget. We already know that it's gonna be what it's gonna be. All right, so we were doing $20.63 and now we're at $20.94 for take home, and this is with everything that I like automatically, after everything has automatically been saved and moved over, this is what my actual take home to my account would be. So this will be $20.94. This is not a bonus paycheck month, so that's a whole thing. Let's go into our Wix. We have AdSense, and we have, see, I should have did that back to back, and then affiliate. All right, so for Wix, I'm gonna keep that at budgeting for $600, and for Etsy, I'm gonna put that at $1,000 because I'm planning on going extra ham this month on stuff I want to produce. And then for AdSense, it's just been like absolutely terrible, so I'm only gonna budget for $500, and then my affiliate, I'm gonna do $500 as well. So just so that we know, these ones are all like incomes I cannot count on, so I don't really include any of these inside of like my monthly budget down here. But what it does help me do, it helps me know, like in the event that something was to happen and I needed to have more coins or use more coins from another place, then I could definitely just account for what I, you know, kind of know is coming from this for business accounts. So I'm gonna put over here business so that we know, but because it's my business, kind of like to keep track of that as well. So eventually you could probably move this over into something absolutely separate if you wanted to, but this is a good view for me because again, it's my business, so if I need the money, then I can use it, right? All right. So we're gonna go ahead and put down our actual anyway for this particular one because we already know that's good. All right, our savings goal for this month, we're actually just trying to continue to save that extra $100. That has been working amazing for me, and like I said, that's what was rolling over into my Digit account, so I'm really good with that. I want to continue to grow my credit score, and right now it was a 720. It was 720, so I need to put that over here, not on that one. Right, and then I want to get this up. I want to get my credit score up. I want to add at least 10 points because I am in the market for getting a home. All right, so let's go ahead and kind of move this over for right now. So normally I would like take this top part off and then put this on here, but I don't have my June scripts printed, so yeah, you'll probably see that change in the next one. But anyway, all right, so my goals are to I want to get approved for home loan. So just so you guys know, I've already started the process. There were a couple of things that they asked me to do, which were really simple things that I can share with you. He asked me to pay an extra $600 on my car note last month, so I paid my initial payment and then I paid my car note again of I paid my initial car note. Sorry, I'm so tongue twisted. I paid my initial car note, and then I also paid my extra car note in the same month so that it reflect in my credit score and bring the balance down some more. So he asked me to do that, and then he also suggested that there was a credit card that me and Courtney were still linked together with. Now, him being linked on mine was boosting his credit, but me being linked on his was not, because he was not paying his bill on time. And so it wasn't like super hurting me, but it definitely wasn't helping me. So he said I needed to get a note and get off of there, and so I did. And from what I could see, it actually did bring my credit score back up pretty quickly. All right, sorry guys, I had to take a sip break. All right, so get approved for home loan, that's one. The other thing, I think that's really like my main focus this month, is getting approved for a home loan, and I really just want to do that. And I really want to, I don't know, I think that's where I'm going to stick at. That's where my mind is like really been set at this entire month. So I'm just going to stick with that right now. We have our savings goal, we have our get approved for a home loan. So whatever else comes within there, that's what we have to do. All right, so some notes we have down here. We have chiro appointments, and I don't know exactly how many of those there will be for this month. I've been going 3 days a week, but my insurance only approves so many days, and y'all, I'm only going as long as my insurance covers the majority of it. But I think it's only like a couple more dollars anyway, so I don't know. But for right now, that's where we're at. So let's go ahead and write in our bills and expenses for this month. We have our rent, and we usually budget $780, and I actually just did this the other day, and it was actually $775. So we did have a little bit of an increase in our rent this month, and it was some kind of fee. So I am going to make a note to contact rental. I need to contact the rental office anyway for some other stuff, but I definitely need to contact them about the fee. Saw on there that I think they like slipped in. It was $10. It like some kind of fee I had never seen before, but again, every dollar matters, and so those are things that I like to make sure that I kind of follow up on. So I'm just gonna put an air stick over here by that, because that lets me know to kind of look over into my notes section. How cute is that? All right, so next up is insurance, and I don't know what's going on with them. They said they were going to be giving us some money back for the insurance, but I have not seen that. So we're still going to stick with $260, and I also have not seen this bill come out yet, so that's a whole entire thing. But yeah, they need to run me my coin if they gonna give it back. Don't tease me, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't tease your girl. That's not cool. All right, so iTunes number one, and iTunes number one is, let me just make sure I'm writing all this stuff down while I'm over here playing. Okay, iTunes number one is $16.41, and this is my Apple Music. I don't change that at all, and we already know that doesn't change, so we're gonna leave that at $16.41 as well, and leave that there because we already know what it is. All right, and then we have iTunes number two, and that one is going to be $9.99. Y'all know what I forgot over here, and I do this every single month. I need to make another one for Apple insurance, because I don't think I put that one down at all. I'm just going back to check Apple Care, and I don't think I put Apple Care on here. So I need to give me an Apple Care sticker. But let's go back over here, and Apple Care I believe is due on the 12th. So let me put Apple. Oh, I need to write smaller. That is horrible. Okay. So we have Apple Care, and this is for my phone. This is for, I bought my phone straight out from Apple. I turned my phone back in. I turned my iPhone XS Max back into back into Apple. Actually, I sold it back to them, and then I bought my phone right out from Apple, and I could not be happier with buying this out from Apple because I don't have that extra expense anymore. So doing that also gave me cheaper insurance, which is the Apple Care, which for me paying this monthly is good for the life of my phone. And because I bought this phone, I plan on keeping it for 2 years before like trying to get another phone, unless I just become like super duper rich and like I got money to blow. Sips tea. but I highly doubt that. Not the getting rich part, but just getting another phone. Because I'm really satisfied with this one. But I did say that about my, anyway. So doing that created this insurance that was a lot cheaper, and I really, really like that. All right. So those are some things you can do to kind of like reduce your spending. So we have our Apple Care. Then we have TV, which it was $24 for TV this month. And I did some things. I'm still not ready to tell you guys about it yet because I want to make sure that I had some things. I actually was able to get a credit for Sling TV. So I still have Sling TV like in the background, but I just haven't had to pay for it. And then I have my new TV service that I've been using that's $24, but I like it, but there are some hoops and ladders that like kind of make me feel a little iffy about it. But yeah, so it's working to what it's supposed to do. All right, so then we have our car note. Now we actually don't, okay. So we don't have to pay this for this month because we already made the payment in the month of May. But I'm still going to put this on here as $500 because I want to make sure that I stay ahead of the game because, again, I'm in the process of everything. So I don't want that balance to like slip or anything. I want to keep going. So for the next couple of months, even though I made that extra, like, double extra payment, I still want to make sure I keep up with everything. So I am still going to put my budgeted amount at $500, but if there was something that was to happen and I needed to change it out, I definitely would start here and not pay this on this particular month. All right, so then we got MLGW. That's a bore. Now my bill showed me that it was $181, but I think they ran my bill before they got my payment. So we are going to budget for $181 because that's what they said, but it was $100 last month, actually. And so it ended up, I think that ended up staying, I don't know. So we're going to figure this one out as well. So we're going to put another air stick down here for MLGW, and we're going to check new bill. Okay, because I get these online alerts as well, but I still want to make sure that I, review that because I really think that's supposed to be $100 or $81. I think it's supposed to be $81. They were doing some things to help with the relief of the pandemic and all of that stuff. So I think that's why that bill was a little bit lower. They weren't charging us as much, but I don't know how long that'll last. Anywho, that's where we're at, is MLGW. Okay, and then Sprint, I've gotten that bill as well, and that one is still at $56.51. And this is what I was telling you guys by paying off your phone. I cannot stress this enough how much less I pay a month by paying off my phone. And so this phone used to be my bill used to be like $120. At one time it was $190. I got it down to like $120, and then now I'm down to $56.51. Y'all can't tell me God ain't good. Y'all can go ahead and shout right now. Praise break, praise break, praise break, praise break, hey, praise break. Okay, so when I look at that Sprint bill being that low, I'm like, I took my insurance off of there. I did all of that stuff like to take it off of there. So if you look at it, I'm spending maybe about $70 a month. I have unlimited everything, daytime. I have unlimited text, unlimited web, all of that stuff. This is a grandfathered plan I had from when my ex-boyfriend from back in the day, back when I was in school, he was a manager at Sprint, and he put me on an employee plan. And y'all, I have not gotten off that employee plan. My family is still on that employee plan. It's a 0 account. Y'all know what I'm talking about if y'all ever been on an employee plan, but it does save you a lot of money, and I don't plan on getting off of that. Okay. All right. So that's why my bill is low. So you guys can definitely look into some ways. This is one of the biggest ways that you can look into, and I still shout out Shay every single time. She never forced me to, but just watching her save and watching her talk about like how much money they save a month by doing it like that, I was like, makes a little bit more sense. And I like switching out my phone, so that's a thing as well. All right, so then we have Xfinity, and I did call them, and so I should be seeing this bill get lowered, but as of right now it's still at $121, and that's for everything being included. It's just a whole mess. I'm not here for it. I don't even like talking about them anymore. As soon as not as soon as, because my internet is lit, y'all. Like we really don't have any problems. My internet speed is fast. So I think that's why I don't really like try to fuss with it too much, but I do want to try to get that down. So this will be a month of calling and trying to get that bill down. Then we have Netflix, and that's just $17. What are you guys watching on Netflix anyway? Like, what's on y'all thing? I was watching Magnolia, Sweet Magnolia. I think it was Sweet Magnolias or something like that. But it is absolutely amazing. I love Heather Hadley, and she is in that one. There's only 10 episodes though, so I like pretty much binged and watched the whole thing. I also like watching Working Moms. If you guys have not seen that, I think it's on season 4 right now on Netflix, and that is so funny. I have a couple of ones that I'm gonna start watching here now. Sometimes I have to watch things that aren't so deep because of what's going on in the real world, so I try not to like overcrowd myself with certain things, and so I've been trying to find lighter things, not lighthearted, but just, you know, like easygoing, fun things that I can just use this time to clear my mind from versus everything I watch every day. So yeah, let me know what you guys are watching down below. I know 13 Reasons Why is actually coming out this Friday. I'm actually gonna have to go back and binge the last season because I kind of got thrown off. I got annoyed with the characters. Anyways, y'all did not come for my Netflix review, but I just thought we should share. Let's share down below what some of our Netflix things that we are watching. All right, so we don't have childcare again this month, but we still want to mark it down here. We're gonna budget $0 because now school is out, but he's just staying with family members and stuff like that, so I don't have to pay or anything for that. But if that does come up, like if a summer camp comes up, I want to make sure that I put that in there, so I keep that category open or on here just to make sure. All right, and then we have our cash envelopes, and that is all right, so for cash envelopes, because things are opening back up, I'm still not open back up, like as far as like going a lot of places and doing a whole lot of things. That's a personal preference. So I think I'm going to stuff them this month, but in the event I don't, we know where that money is going, okay? And in our cash envelopes fund, we have the household. Let me just mark down here what cash envelopes are so you guys can know, because I have this question pretty much all the time. Our cash envelopes are household, and then we have personal care, groceries, gas, and what am I missing? Household, personal care, groceries, gas. Y'all, what am I missing in my eating out? Woo! See, I've been doing so good this month. Okay, not really. And our eating out are our categories that we have over here. Just gonna breeze on by that so you guys can see what's all included in the cash envelopes, because I know people ask me that quite often, like, well, where's your groceries? You don't have groceries on there. Yeah, they're all included inside of my cash envelopes. All right, and then we have sinking funds. Probably could have wrote that out. And that is going to be $160. Now I know some people are wondering, like, what's the difference between your savings and your sinking funds? So your sinking funds are going to be those areas that you know are going to come up and you just want to have it already planned for and start saving for. So for instance, mine is like back to school or clothes for Bubba, birthdays. If I'm going to a conference, that's what I had on there, but the conference actually got canceled last month. Oh, I'm not mad at it. I'm happy that it did get canceled so that I could not have to feel like I was wasting my money by not going, because I actually had canceled my room and my flight because my roommate, she wasn't able to go anymore, and I was like, that doesn't make sense for me to spend all that money on that. So I was just gonna keep my ticket and go like virtually or whatever, because they do offer that on there. But yeah, it's good to know that that's all canceled, so I'm just gonna move that money and continue to save it over. As you guys saw from my digit, I also had like some travel money, so that was what that money and stuff was supposed to go for. But those are like my sinking funds that I save for every single week, so that once that big thing comes, like if the conference would have came, I would have had that $340 to use for traveling, and that's a big thing for me, just to have that extra spending money if something was to happen. So those are some things that you can start saving for if you know, like, well, I know everything is so uncertain, but if you know you are going out of town on a vacation, start saving your money now. If you know you're getting ready to move, that's another one. Start start your sinking fund now for your moving fund, so that you already have some things in place. Maybe it's your sometimes if you're moving like into a new apartment, they ask you for first and last month's rent. So if you've already started saving for that, it won't be such a huge chunk, and you can already have it together once you get there. Maybe you'll have to add a few, or maybe you won't have to add anything, but it does come in super handy to already have those sinking funds available to you. All right, so that is what we have there. And then I'm just gonna mark the chiro appointments, and let's go back and look at this calendar. So if I did, whew, that's a lot, child. I don't know how long we're gonna have to go. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, right? And then I know next week I'll probably have 1, 2, 3, so that's 6. I think I go down to 2. Okay, so let's account for right now. Let's account for 6 appointments, because I've been going and I know they approve like so many. So I'm just gonna do 6 appointments right now. So let's get our calculator together. We're gonna do 45 times 6. Okay, so that's 270 for the chiro. Child, I hope this it has been getting better. Let me say that. Like, it's been so much better. My back feels better. Everything feels better. All the different things I've been putting in place have been working, which is why I keep going back. Not to mention, he is a nice looking, fine chiropractor man. Nice little eye candy. Okay, y'all didn't ask me for that, but I thought I would tell y'all. Okay, he's very nice looking black man. Okay, so let's go ahead and add up all of our bills and expenses and see what we are ending up with this month. All right, so this puts us at our total expenses for what we're budgeting to be $31.85. All right, so we'll do the math once we finish, and then we'll subtract that from $41.88, and that leaves us at $1,002.10 is going to be what we have left over from adding all of our things up. Now let me just make sure we're going to backtrack it up. This is something I learned to do since I've been starting doing this, is to just do it twice. So let me do it twice. So that leaves us with $1,002.10. So with this is all just gonna go into my savings. So that's what we're doing with all of that money there. I'm gonna go ahead and put an asterisk there, because you guys know, like I said, I'm trying to buy a home. So the more money you have saved up, they like to see that. So remaining funds to savings. Now, in the event that, you know, everything goes well and I don't have to worry about it, so I would begin to pay down some of my debt. But with everything going crazy, my only debts that I have are my car note and student loans right now. So with that being said, my car note is all caught up. It's ahead. I can pay more to my car note and reduce that balance if I wanted to. Not going to worry about student loans right now until they reintroduce them back in September, because I think this is a good time for me to focus on other things that I want to get done, i.e. the house. So if they tell me I need to pay something to reduce the amount of student loans, I definitely have that money there. I've been saving that. But as far as like me paying it or whatever right now, I think it's just smarter for me to hold on to it than for me to be giving them the coins and then something happened and I could have just saved that money over for myself. So make some of those decisions for yourself, what you know to work for you, and do what you got to do for you. That's all I can say. Right, so the thing that I like to do just for myself to make sure I've kind of like marked everything is knowing here that we are still in the green. So I'm just going to highlight that on there. And then I'm also going to highlight the bills that are going to automatically come out, just so I know for, you know, purposes of what's coming out of my account. So we have insurance, this one, iTunes, Apple Care, those automatically come out. I have car note on automatic, and I believe I have Sprint on automatic now because it's only $56. And Netflix is on automatic. All right, so that's a thing there. So I should put that up here as, so we know what we marked. This is gonna be auto auto pay. All right, so we know those ones are there, and if you want to, you can, as you guys can see, everybody's like starting to go, like that's what time it is right now. Everybody's going live, they're going to videos. So you can make a note of your fixed and your your fixed and your variable expenses. I was gonna say non-fixed, Lord Jesus, it's early. Your fixed and variable expenses, you can highlight those however you want to, but this is what I do. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this monthly budget. Make sure you stay tuned for the paycheck to paycheck budget that'll be coming up shortly after this one. Oh, I almost forgot to say it, y'all. Mwah. KK, bye.
Sometimes it really feels like I lose control.